We hold conversations every now and then to bring perspective which is beyond the ordinary. And today we will bring perspective from one of our Sakhis, Shreya. Shreya has a gift in enhancing spaces. So let us know a little bit about her.
Shreya is an ordinary woman who does extraordinary work. Professionally, she is an architect and an interior designer. But that is not all the tales about her. A brilliant photographer, an avid traveler, a bird watcher who keeps no stones unturned to recreate beauty in all the paths she steps into. She has the Midas touch, the touch to beautify people, places and spaces. Today we are in conversation with her where she will tell us her tales about urban gardening.
So, what would be a fair understanding of space, especially the space we live in?
The idea of people about space is it's an enclosure with four walls, a floor and a ceiling. We use the science of color, composition, proportion, scale, light, artificial and natural both, and materials and textures, and all of these together create an experience for the client. So as an architect, we have been trained to use the science of spaces along with the creativity to create an experience for a client and not just a space. And basically, if you design a space aesthetically, a well designed space can increase your happiness hormones and can positively affect your performance and also increase your well being. When you see an interior space, there's a lot of thought, lot of science that goes behind it to make the space look the way it is. Some clients come to us with the problem of having limited spaces. They don't have enough space, but they have a lot of dream, lot of things they wanted to do. So as an architect, it's our job to understand the client's requirement and to enhance the livability of the place. We maximize the space utilization by designing multifunctional spaces and optimizing the design approach. For example, in this project, which I call the Bong Connection, the client wanted to recreate the look of a traditional Bengali house. But the space was not very big. It was a small space, about 900 square feet of carpet area. But in small spaces, bright colors are really not recommended. But in this case, in order to recreate the traditional bong house look, we have used bright colors along with chessboard flooring. And we have also used floral printed glasses and colored glasses for the windows and doors, and also arched doors. We have also designed the furniture with an old school look. In this project, which I fondly call the Olive, the client wanted a modern look with neutral colors. He didn't want bold colors. So the color of the walls were kept neutral, but the visual variation was created by using textured furniture, bold door laminates, and a pop of color was added in the sofa and through artificial lighting. This project had limited space, but there was not enough space for a separate dresser and a wardrobe. One of the doors of the wardrobe was converted into a full height mirror. This is the art of spaces, basically.
So, I'm very keen to know about your new venture. It sounds very exciting. Will you tell us more about that?
Yeah, so basically now, after doing so much of work in interiors, understanding spaces, now I want to get into designing home gardens for people. Basically, you can call it balcony makeover, you can call designing home gardens or your urban backyards, whatever you may choose to call it. And it's based on the principle of biophilic designs.
Can you tell us more about biophilic design?
Biophilic design is actually bringing nature into your home.
Wow.
So it's actually you replicate various elements of nature, not only just plants, but you replicate the sound, the feel, the touch, the smell of nature, everything, all those which are part of nature which we experience every day. You bring that into your house. There are a lot of principles in biophilic design, which is a little bit technical, but in general you can understand that it's actually replicating whatever there is in nature into your home, in your backyard or in your balcony. For example, the Google office in Dublin, Ireland have used biophilic design to decorate their interior spaces. Then there is this Changi airport in Singapore where they have also used biophilic design to design transition spaces for airport passengers. Imagine being able to connect with nature every single day in your balcony. So you can bring various elements of nature into your backyard. This has become even more important in recent times because of the pandemic. Many of us have started doing gardening as a hobby. People have started connecting to nature and they are giving time to understand and connect with nature. Now, this experience, the gardening, the hobby of gardening, if you have a little bit more knowledge on how to connect with animals, connect with bees, worms, if you know that knowledge, if you have that knowledge, then the experience becomes even more exciting, very interesting and magical.
Right now we are in this garden and it instantly does something to bring joy. I mean, these birds are chirping, that crow is cawing, and I'm sure it must have a wonderful effect on the mental health, you know.
Yes, so basically scientists and psychologists, psychiatrists these days are emphasizing the importance of connecting to nature, because basically even in hospitals today people are bringing in biophilic design elements in, because it helps to manage the stress of not only the patients but also the doctors and the physicians.
If I already have an experience of gardening, can I incorporate biophilic design in that? Okay.
In gardening, of course, the gardener has a deep association with the plant, and he or she knows the art of nurturing the plant. I feel like design is actually like an art of plants, art of nature. So if you know how to create a palette with colors of plants, this will enhance your experience of gardening. Okay. You will fall more in love with the work that you are doing. Imagine having a garden where you could invite butterflies and birds and bees. Imagine you are able to enjoy the sounds of a grasshopper in your leisure time in the evening in your backyard, in your own backyard. How about enjoying watching fireflies? For example, your balcony can have various shades of green in a single palette. Again, your balcony can have a palette of multiple colors. So this associating with different colors enhances your mood, affects your mood in different ways.
Yeah.
So biophilic design is designing that garden for you so that you can connect with nature even more deeply.
How much space is required for it?
It's not necessarily you need to have a big balcony. Some people have big backyards, some people have small balconies, some people have large balconies, and some people have just a window. So there's nothing to worry about that, because you can make it as beautiful as possible with every little space that you have. See that space and creatively optimize and design that space.
I'm also very interested to know what's your inspiration behind this.
Like everyone else, as a child, I always desired to have a beautiful balcony at home. But unfortunately, I grew up in a place in a very congested locality in urban Kolkata, in North Kolkata basically. It's a 4-story building and we do not have any balcony. We have just small windows. So we never got an opportunity to really have experience a balcony. But then my background in education and architecture helped me develop ideas in how to recreate magic with smaller spaces. So that's where I come from, and I want to use that experience, that knowledge in designing places for other people. So India announced lockdown for 4 months, and when people were thinking, many people were getting bored initially, and I was too getting bored. But then I decided to do something interesting. So then I used to take my camera and go to the terrace every single morning and sit for hours watching the birds, the urban birds of Kolkata, and I used to document and record them.
Wow.
I recorded the sounds, their voice calls, and I recorded their movements. I captured all the different kinds of birds over there. But what it helped me to understand is that how birds behave, what attracts them to a certain place and what does not, what do they eat, how do they behave to human beings around them, and is it possible to really attract them into your garden? This is a knowledge that I have developed through the little research that I have done for myself. I have been able to get some understanding of how birds behave, and that is what that element I want to bring. This is not has been taught in my architecture course, but this is from my own research and experience, which I want to bring and offer to the world on how you can incorporate that.
What are the modules in which you will offer this?
First thing that I wanted to do is to do a webinar, and this would basically give you an introduction to the concept of the design principles of biophilic design, but it may sound a little bit technical. I want to simplify it for people, where people can understand and the basic concepts about the entire process, and this will also help them to encourage them to really go back, and if they want to do their own little research in how to design their own balcony garden, this will basically give them, a push, a catalyst. So I would like to offer design consultancy for those who are interested. Basically this could be in two parts. One would be just somebody who wants to get the design, concept and the idea, and want to get it done themselves. So I can just give them the design consultancy, where I will be offering them a 3D visualization of the space, the material specifications and how to go about it, and then the client can do it themselves. And the second part would be the full design consultancy, where I would not only give them the design ideas or suggestions, but also I will be executing it for them. It's called the turnkey execution. At this point of time, I'm going to offer it only for the city of Kolkata. As and when I expand my services, I would be offering it to other cities as well. And that is why I recommend everybody to attend the webinar. So those people who are outside the city, they can also have a idea of the entire process, and if they want to get it done, I can give them consultancy, or they can do their own research and get it done themselves.
Thank you so much, Shreya. It was really fun to know about the biophilic design, and I'm really excited. All the best for your new venture.
Yeah, and I also want to thank Srijani for giving me this platform to showcase my work. And I also wish the very best for Srijani in future.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure.
very much.
So that was Shreya. I hope you enjoyed our conversation, and keep watching this space for more such conversations which is beyond the ordinary.